You want me to hold it?
That's all.
Nice.
What one are these?
I have no idea.
Speed Factory?
No.
Garage
Nice.
16.
Theirs would have labels all over it,
Yes.
I feel like.
Pretty much the whole motor is dressed up that way. I got it like that.
Oh, nice.
Every single, yeah, pretty much everywhere.
Well, these ones are nicer than the,
The NRG?
yeah, the
Yeah.
fucking Hex.
Oh,
Not the bolt, but like it's the,
it's the
the
Allen key one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
not a fan of those.
No, this is much better.
Yeah.
Allen key stuff, it likes to strip and it's not good. It's much better.
This washer's aluminum, right?
I have no idea.
Yes.
Feels like it.
Yeah.
I don't need a hole. I gotta do that shit there.
Starting to come together.
You still running that water pump?
Yeah. I gotta do this first and then I'll put that there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but I have no choice.
I think all HMs with the RPC manifolds should run that. When you remove the manifold, you don't have to.
Remove the whole thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So instead of running the 90mm grams, we decided to go cable, and we're going to be using the 90mm Ktuned one. I just think it's better to run cable because with all the vibrations, I don't really think those drive-by-wire can handle a lot of vibration. So this is the best thing. I think we're going to be doing a cable 90mm Ktuned throttle body. Guys, take a look. The motor is pretty much all assembled. Everything that needed to go on is pretty much on. So we, as you can see, we got the intake manifold on. We got the new fuel rail on as well. The fuel pressure regulator as well. Injectors, everything is in. We also got the throttle body in. And what I did want to mention is, so we did have to go with a power steering relocate kit. Reason being is because we had to relocate the alternator, and then for that again reason is because we did also, I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but we did have to put a new thermostat housing with the thermostat with the swivel neck, because the throttle body was in the way. It was well, it is pretty much too big, and the stock thermostat housing was pretty much all in the way over there, and there was no way around it. So if you guys are thinking of doing something like this, then pretty much you would have to change everything around it to correspond and fit with the intake manifold. So the first thing you would have to do is the power steering relocation kit, depending on the throttle body size. But I still think even if you go with a 80 mil or a 90 mil, you'll still have to also replace the thermostat housing with a Ktuned one and a swivel neck, so you can actually reroute and direct that coolant line wherever you need it to be. And then another thing that we did have to put is this Ktuned coolant relocate kit as well, because as you can see, that's cutting it very, very close. So we were actually lucky that everything bolts up. But yeah, so that's pretty much the gist of it. This is pretty much all you need to do to actually get this intake manifold in, and especially with a big throttle body like this is pretty much what you need to do. But other than that, guys, it is looking amazing. A lot of fresh brand new parts installed. Now it actually has some accent. It's not all blacked out. That's why I really didn't want to paint the turbo cold side black like before and everything, because there are a couple more silver and accent colors. So we're just gonna leave it the way it is, but I think it looks amazing. Also, another thing, we were kind of thinking about where to actually mount the fuel tech switch panel. So I did go and grab one of these CSX Type S kind of dash things. So we will be putting back all the air control stuff, just to kind of make it look a little bit cleaner, because I don't want this to be kind of empty. So we're just going to put that back on, but it won't obviously be connected. And then we're actually going to go put a plate behind this and then mount the fuel tech switch panel on there. So this is pretty much what it's going to look like once the switch panel is in there. Obviously, like I said, there's going to be a plate behind it, so this thing can actually mount on it. But I think this is going to look really, really good, the way that it's going to be mounted. So that's perfect. And then another quick thing that I did want to show you guys is we did get sort of a, well, it is a plate that they use for motorcycles, because as you guys know, Fuel Tech does a lot of stuff for motorcycles as well. So there is a shop close to here, Unit 5 Components, and they make these custom plates. So we were actually thinking that we're gonna mount it somewhere around here. So this is how pretty much it's gonna go, and then the Fuel Tech display is gonna mount right here. And then we did find another spot here, and we can actually fit the nano wideband meter in here, and it was actually a perfect fit. So I'll show you guys how that looks. This is pretty much how the layout and the look is gonna be. As you guys can see, this thing right here is a perfect fit for the nano wideband meter. This is perfect actually. So this is how it's gonna be. And then also we have space in the back, because that digital dash, it's all gone. So we actually have a lot of space where the harness can come back and connect to the Fuel Tech display, which is perfect. I know I did tell you guys before that I wanted to mount it over here where the RPM section was, but we were kind of sitting in the car, and well, actually I sat in the car and we were kind of debating where to put it. And I think this being closer to my view of the road while I'm actually doing a pull or at the track, this is the shortest distance for my eyes to actually travel and have everything, which is perfect. So we always want to eliminate sight travel, like for your eyes to kind of travel. So the less your eyes have to travel off of the road, the better. So I think that mounting it here is going to be perfect. And yes, this is a plate for bikes, but we're gonna see if Unit 5 Components has maybe something a little bit different, but this is pretty much going to be the layout, where this is made especially for Fuel Tech FT450 and 550. So regardless of the design, this is pretty much how it's going to be. If we can find a nicer design, we will, but this is pretty much how the layout is going to be, which is beautiful.
Alright guys, so that'll pretty much do it for today's video. We got a lot of stuff done today. Everything that needed to go on the motor is now on the motor. For transmission wise, we're just waiting for a cuff from JDM Addiction. Once the cuff is in, we can basically put everything else together in the transmission, get it nicely cleaned up and freshly painted. Then we can put everything together and then start putting the swap in the engine bay, and then we can actually start doing some wiring. For the wiring harness, there were a couple of things where we have to kind of add. I'll probably get to that in another video, but that's pretty much what's going on. Tomorrow we're going back again, and I think that we should be able to put the swap in and then start doing some wiring. Rui still has to mount the intercooler and then start the piping. But we cannot do that until the motor is in. Then we can measure, cut, weld, and do whatever needs to be done. So we are very, very close. After that, yes, we still got to put the dash in, but we're getting there little by little. We are slowly getting there, and I cannot wait when this thing is put back together. Fill up some E98 and start this thing up. So stay tuned guys. As I said before, there's a lot of 8th gen content coming, and as you guys can see, I'm posting pretty much every other day, and there's still a lot more exciting stuff to come. So stay tuned guys, and please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace out guys.